We need to solve for this problem. Hi Siddharth, thanks for joining. Where we need to calculate the shaded area, and I need the answer in terms of pi. Shri Chaitanya, thanks for joining. Hi. We don't need the answer in terms of decimals. You just need to calculate the shaded area. And let's wait for a few more participants to join, and let's see how many of you can answer this. Take your time, think about it, give your answer along with the correct approach. I'm waiting for the correct answers along with the correct approach, guys. So once any one of you is going to give the answer for this one, then we'll move to the next one. Ritesh, 16 minus 12 pi. Ritesh, you need to give the explanation for that. Even if it is your answer is 16 minus 12 pi. I'll explain later whether it is correct or not, but you need to give your explanation. 1 by 2 pi plus 16, okay. Shri Chaitanya. Guys, you need to give the explanation for this. That what is your approach? Two users with two different answers. Anyone else? Okay, you made a calculation error. No worries. You can give it a try. You can change your answer. Is there anyone else to give the answer for this one? Ritesh, I'm waiting for your explanation. Okay, 12 pi plus 16 minus 4 pi is 8 pi plus 16. Okay, Sri Chaitanya has given the explanation. Now let's see if it is correct or not. Okay, you made a mistake. Now see here, guys. First of all, we'll calculate this much shaded area, right? We can see this is nothing but a square because this is representing a radius. So this is going to be perpendicular to the tangents, and these two are the tangents of the circle. We can see that easily because these lengths are equal, and they are drawn from same external point, correct? So let's calculate this one. This shaded portion would be 3 by 4th of the circle, which would be 3 by 4 pi r square, and radius is 4 here, so it would be 3 by 4 pi 4 square. This will become 12 pi, so this region is nothing but 12 pi. Now let's just solve for this shaded area. For this area, what I need to do, I need to subtract the area of this quadrant out of the area of the square. So the area of the square is going to be 4 square, which is 16, and I need to subtract the quadrant. This quadrant, area of the quadrant is going to be pi r square by 4. It's pi 4 square by 4, which would be 4 pi. Now this area is this region, which is lying outside, not the inner region of the circle, right? And this region is calculated as 12 pi. So we'll add both of them to get the final answer. So my final answer is going to be 16 plus 8 pi, or I can say 8 pi plus 16. So Chaitanya has given the correct answer. No one else has given the correct answer. Ritesh, I hope you got the concept now, guys. So if it is clear to every one of you, then we can move to the next one. Shall we move to the next then, if it is clear? Yes, Siddharth says yes. Yes, Ritesh says yes. Okay, let's have few of the easier questions so that every one of you can participate. Okay, I'll give you few very easy questions. Like this is, have this, guys. We need to solve for the value of x. I want every one of you to participate in this one. need to solve for the value of x. Give your answer with the correct approach. Let's see who is going to give the answer first. Anyone? Okay, we have Louis. Louis says 146. Okay, let's wait for other. Let's wait for a few more participants to give the answer for this one, if and we'll check whether it is correct or not. Samol says 146. Okay. Glocks 210. Okay, 210. We'll see whether it is correct or not. 3 users has given the answer, guys. I'm waiting for at least 2 more. More than 300. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not saying someone. I say some mulch. So what is your name? How you are going to pronounce it? Anyone else, guys? Ravi 146, Siddharth 146. Alright, guys, let's see if 146 is correct. See how many angles are there, how many sides are there. This is 96, 105, 161, 123, 155, 114 and x. 7 angles are there, right? So for a heptagon, this is a heptagon, right? So this is going to be sum of all the interior angle is going to be 900. Or if it is not, remember, Glosscap Blaze, you are right. Safana, you are correct. Ritesh 146. 146 is correct. Sum of all the interior angle is going to be 900, and this will give you x plus the sum of all these angle is going to be 754 is equal to 900, and solving this you will be getting the answer as 146. 146 is the right answer. 116 is incorrect, guys. Let's have the next one. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Let's move to this one. Why 900? Okay, see, there is a formula. This is the formula. The formula is n minus 2 into 180. Molch has mentioned that already. N minus 2 into 180, where n is the number of sides. Here number of sides are, how many sides are there? You can substitute it there, right? There were 7. Welcome. Let's move to the next, guys. Let's have this. We need to calculate the shaded area. Uh, whatever the boxes are mentioned here, they are shown, they all are squares. It is mentioned they are identical squares, and the side of every square is 2 centimeter. You need to calculate the shaded region area. Take your time, give your answer along with the correct approach, and let's see how many of you can answer this. Anyone? Guys, all of you are giving different answer for this one. 20, 13, 10, 14. Why you are getting that? No one is giving explanation for this one. Now Sri Chaitanya says 14. Okay, let's see. If it is going to be 14 or something else, or 20 or 26, let's see. As I mentioned that all of these are squares, right? So this, if I talk about this individual's one, this is triangle, right? The length, the base is 2 and the height is also 2. I can calculate the area of this triangle, which is going to be half into base into height. This is going to be 2. Similarly, this is also going to be 2. This also going to be 2. The area of these triangles are 2. Now for this one, I can consider this as one single triangle, right? Whose base is going to be 2 and the height is going to be 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is going to be 8. So this is going to be the height. So the area is half into base into height, which is going to be 8 for this bigger triangle. So the total area is going to be 8 plus this 2 plus this 2 plus this 2, which would be 14. So 14 centimeter square is the right answer. I hope it is clear to every one of you. Hi Quark. Black Avenger, you are at the previous question. You need to refresh your stream. 14 centimeter square is the right answer. I hope it is clear to every one of you. Shall we move to the next, guys? Hi Blink. Shall we move to the next? Alright guys, let's have the next one. Let's see. We need to solve for the value fix. This is very simple. There are multiple approach. Do whatever you want to do for this one, but I need the correct approach. Don't just throw your answers as you did for the previous question. Blink says 13, Quark had 13, some more says 13, Blink 13. Guys, explanation, Ilma, 14 plus 21 or 19 minus 6, okay. Black Avenger 14. Rao says 13. Alright guys, let's have a look. Instead of, like, we know if the bases are same, the powers will get added, but I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do, I'll take this 2 raised to power x on another side and I'll bring this 8 downwards. So I'll write it here. This will become 2 raised to power 3. This is for this 8, and instead of 8 I'll be writing it at 2 raised to power x. Now what I'm going to have, this denominator will become 14 plus 21, which would be 2 raised to power 35, and the denominator is going to be 19 plus 3, which is going to be 2 raised to power 22, and this would be equal to 2 raised to power x, right? So this is going to be 2 raised to power 13, and on comparing both sides, my x is going to be 13. I hope it is clear to every one of you. Just give me a minute. I can see that someone is just spamming a comment section. I need to put him on block. I think he's gone now. Yes, right? See now, this one is clear, guys, I think, right? The answer is 13. Every one of you has given the correct answer. Let's move to the next one. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Let's have this. We need to solve for the value of y, guys. Be quick. You can see 30. Quackhead says 30. Blink says 20. Guys, explanation is still missing. No one today other than Black Avenger, he is the only one who is giving explanation. No one else is giving explanation, so I'm not going to consider your answers from now onwards. Blink, you are also spamming the comment section. You have commented 4 times. I read your name already. 17.5. Okay. Ilma says 20. Ilma is also giving the explanation along with the answers. All right. Okay, Black Avenger has also given the explanation. See, guys, what is going to happen here. You can see this is a right angle triangle, but it is an isosceles right angle triangle. Rao, you are correct. These are two sides are equal, right? So this is isosceles right triangle. So these two angles are going to be 45 each. Forget about this one. Consider this. We can solve for this angle, right? So what I need to do, I can solve for this angle using the linear pair. This would be 70 degrees, right? This much angle is going to be 70. And as this triangle is also isosceles, so this would also be 70. Now using the angle sum property, you can solve for the value of y, and the value of y is going to be 20. 20 is the right answer, guys. Blink, you are right. Your explanation is correct. Alright, guys. Let's have the next one and let's see how many of you can do that. Let's have this one. Take your time, think about it. We need to calculate the area of the red square. I need the answer in terms of, like, don't give your answer in decimals. Give your answer in exact root values or in terms of pi, whatever we usually do, right? So don't give your answer in decimals. It is mentioned that the radius of every circle is 1 unit each, and you need to calculate the area of the red square. There is a square. You need to calculate its area. I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes for this one, and I'm expecting your answers with your correct explanation. Let's see how many of you are going to give it. Anyone? Siddharth says, is that a square? Yes. Yes, Siddharth, it's mentioned there. Area of red square we need to calculate. Okay, we have one user to give the answer for this one. Like S is equal to, I am hoping that S is nothing but Krishif 2 root 2 minus 1 is a whole square. Okay. We'll see whether it is correct or not. Guys, whenever you are mentioning your explanation, I don't need the step-by-step calculation for that. Okay, what I am expecting for, I am expecting for the approach, that what you have done here, like you have done the construction, you have joined the center of the circles, you made a triangle out of it. That's what you need to mention. But most of the time you guys mention your calculation part. You need to mention your approach, not the calculation. Look, Ilma has given her explanation. Draw radius of all the squares and then draw the diagonal of the figures. Drawn square, I'll pass, it will pass from the red and will have the diagonal length total 2 root 2. Correct. You are right. Let's run this, guys. Thanks, Ilma, for your explanation. There are multiple ways to solve this problem. I'll explain one of. So let's just mark the centers first of all. I'm going to consider these three circles. Even I can use, like I can make a triangle like this here, or it's completely on you, but I'm making it like this, right? This would also pass this diagonal, which would be the hypotenuse of this triangle, that will pass from this. And let's see, this is 1 and 1, this would be 2, right? This length would be 1 plus 1 2, because the radius is 1 for the circle. This would also be 2. Now the diagonal is going to be this much. This much is 1, this much is also 1. This would be the width of the width, or we can say width, length of the side of the square. Let's take it as s. So this would be 1 plus 1, that would be 2 plus s, right? It is 2 plus s, this length, where s is nothing but the side of the square. But if I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem, this 2 and this 2 will give the length of the hypotenuse as 2 root 2, right? Using the Pythagorean theorem, I'll get this hypotenuse as 2 root 2. So from here, we can equate this 2 plus s and 2 root 2, and we'll get the value of s as s is 2 root 2 minus 2. So we have the value of side. We can find the area of the square by squaring this, and on squaring this you can solve and you'll get the answer as, like, can you use different method? Yes, we can use different method also, but I can't explain each and every method. This is 12 minus 8 root 2. I think one of the user has given the correct answer already. Shititanya has given the answer. Ilma has given the correct answer. Black Avenger has given the correct answer. Hadev, from where you have copy pasted this? Why you are using latex format? Where you can make the triangle between the. Yes, I mentioned that, Blink, already. We can make a triangle like that also. I mentioned that. You can have it like this, from the center of this figure, diagonals. This would be 1 plus s by 2, or 1, right? This is s by 2. You can do that. It's okay, Blink. You need not to be sorry. I'm asking, there is a user, Hadif. He's using latex format and still, I don't know why you guys do so. I hope it is clear, guys. 12 minus 8 by 8 root 2 is the right answer, or we can say 2 root 2 minus 2 whole square. This is also correct, and on simplification we'll get it as 12 minus 8 root 2. Both are correct. Yes, Blink, you are right. He has just copy pasted it from somewhere else, ChatGPT or maybe Google, whatever, but that's none of our business. Let's move to the next one. it's not our loss. Let's have the next one, guys. Let's see how many of you can do that. I'll give you one more, a good one. This one. We need to solve for the area again. Area of the shaded region. Let's see how many of you can do this. I need your answer along with the correct approaches, guys. You can see this much length is already given to you. Two triangles are there. How? Two right triangles we can see. The white one. However, this can also be considered as a right triangle. Two lengths are also given. Take your time, think about it, and give your answer along with the correct approach. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Okay, Rao has commented 27. Rao, we need the explanation, whatever the answer you are throwing in the comment section. You are not the new user also, you are aware of it. And Sri Chaitanya, should we use trigonometry? You can use whatever you want to use. I'll not throw any hints. Do whatever you want to do, but give your explanation for that. You can say it as trigonometry. Rao, you are right, Rao. Thanks for that. Okay. Anyone else, guys? Let's wait for few more participants because there are more than 300 concurrent viewers right now. Then I'll give my explanation. Anyone? Yes, Blink, you are right. See, I'll give my explanation now. See here, for those who are still just looking at the question and they are not commenting their answers, they can have a look. Let's see these two triangles, this triangle and this triangle, they are similar triangles. First of all, because this angle is same because they are vertically opposite angle and one angle is already equal. They are mentioned that it is right angle. So using a similarity, both these triangles are similar. So if I'm going to mark this side, this much length of this side is x and this is y. I know if the figures are similar, we can write their corresponding sides in the same proportion, right? So I can write that x upon 6 is going to be equal to 9 upon y. And from here I'll be getting x into y as 9 into 6. So xy is going to be 54. I have xy, right? Now see what is xy. If I talk about this triangle, this x can be treated as the base of the triangle and this y is nothing but the altitude of the triangle, right? Or we can say height of the triangle. So the area of the triangle is going to be half into base into height, which is going to be half into x into y. So half of xy is the area of the triangle that we need to calculate about, right? So the area is going to be half of xy, which is half of 54. So your answer is going to be 27. 27 is the right answer, guys. I hope it is clear to every one of you, right? If it is clear, then we can move to the next one. Blink says wait. Hari Om, okay. You don't think so? Okay, what? Y is definitely a altitude. This is an obtuse. For obtuse triangles, we can see what would be the altitude from the tip of the vertex. If we are going to draw a perpendicular line, this is height of the triangle. Yes, I have taken away 6 as a base. No, we can't take 6. If this is the triangle, then this would be the height. This is so basic. I hope it is clear now. Is it clear, Blink? So we can move to the next. Yes, that is also correct, but we need not to calculate the entire region area, right? I need not to take this one. Why I should take this one? Because they have the same height. All right, let's move to the next one. Let's have the next one, guys. Let's see how many of you can do that. I am left with 2 more questions to discuss. I have at least 4, but I'll not take today. One of the question I'll not take today. Let's have this one, guys. And after this, we'll be moving to the rapid fire zone. You can see there are 2 semicircles here. We need to calculate the blue area. This one is the diameter of this semicircular region. This length is given to you as 9 and this is 2. This vertical length is given as 5. You need to solve for the blue shaded area, guys. Give your answer in terms of pi, or if it is exact in calculation, you can calculate it using pi as 22 by 7 also. Let's see how many of you can do this. Give your answer along with the correct approach. Anyone, guys? (27 centimeter) victory. We are at the next question. You are at the previous one, I think. 27 centimeter square is the answer for the previous question, and we are at the next. You need to refresh your stream. 9 plus r, 2 plus r is equal to 7. Okay. All right, Avenger, I got your concept. Let's just wait for a few more participants, and then after that we'll move to the rapid fire zone. (19.53). Okay. Avneet Raj says 19.53 pi. All right. If you would mention your approach, then it would be great. Blink says 0.5 pi into 74.25. Guys, please mention your approach also, because pi d square by 8, that is the formula, but But what is the diameter? How you guys have calculated the diameter? What is your approach for the diameter of the for calculating the diameter of the semicircles? That what I want to know. You can see every one of you is struggling for this one, guys. Think out of the box. I'll wait. I'll give you one more minute, guys, or else I'm going to explain this one. सिद्धार्थ नहीं आ रहा कुछ. Siddharth, just give it a try. I'll explain. Anyone, guys? Or Blink or Avnit Raj, I want you to give your explanation for your answers. That how did you got that? Blink, I'll give you one more minute. Don't worry about that. Okay, you can give it a try. But that would be a final 1 minute, okay? Last 1 minute. I can't give more than 5 minutes for one single question. X plus 5 square plus x plus 2 square. Okay, Gopal Jha. X plus 5 square plus x plus 2, where x is what? And why you are using plus? X is equal to d by 2. Okay, x minus d by 2. Okay, quite ambiguous. So what is the final answer? Alright, guys, let's have this one. I'm going to give the explanation. I have given so much of time for this one. I can't give this much time. See, I told you, you need to think of out of the box. So let's say if I'm going to consider the radius of this semicircle, blue one is r. Okay, so let's just make a circle. I'm not going to make a circle, by the way. Let's say if I'm going to extend this circle and this semicircle also, right? This would also be r, because I told you this is like on the diameter, so this will follow the same pattern this way also. This would be r plus 5. This entire length is r plus 5. This would also be r plus 5, right? So I'll be having intersecting chords, like for upper region it's r plus 5, for lower region it's all r plus 5. For this much length it's actually r plus 2, and for this much it's r plus 9, right? This is r plus 2 and this is r plus 9. So I can use intersecting chord theorem directly, right? So intersecting chord theorem, using the intersecting chord theorem, What we can do, we are, for intersecting chord theorem, the product of the segments are equal. So r plus 9 into r plus 2 is equal to r plus 5 into r plus 5, or I can write r plus 5 whole square. Correct? Now if you are going to expand this, you will be getting r square plus 11r plus 18 equal to r square plus 25 plus 10r. R square will get cancelled out, and you will be getting r as 7. So the correct explanation is already mentioned in the comment box by Black Avenger. He has used this approach and his answer is also correct. Once you get the r, which is radius of the semicircle, blue semicircle, you can solve for the area, which is pi r square by 2. So it's going to be 49 by 2 pi, or if I'll be substituting pi as 22 by 7, I can get the value of area, shaded area, as 77. 77 is the right answer. I got the answer with the unique method. Yes, you can explain. I told you multiple times you can explain. You all need to give your explanation. That's what I usually say. Definitely, I am a mathematics teacher. Gopal. I can explain one or two methods here, guys. That's what I usually prefer from you. I want all of you to give the explanation so that we can learn from each other. I did right angle triangle on the diameter. Okay, what you did, you make a right angle triangle like this. Just confirm. Okay, like this. Okay, like this. I hope this time. Yes, it's going to be the same thing. Black Avenger is correct. If you label the points, okay, I'll label the points. A, B, C, D, E. Draw its altitude. Okay. We can use geometric mean theorem. That's what you want to say. Yes, we can use the geometric mean theorem. That is same. Right? Using the geometric mean theorem, you are solving this h, this height, this altitude is going to be h square is going to be the product of these two segments. You can use the geometric mean theorem, you can use the Pythagorean theorem. All right, I got your concept. That's also correct. Pythagoras is going to take that much of time. Alright guys, I wish you got the same answer, 77. 77 is the correct answer for this one. And I hope it is clear to every one of you. There are multiple approaches for the geometry, guys. That's why I usually say that you need to give your explanation. But most of the time it ended up like only 2 to 3 users are just giving answers. Rest everyone are just watching the stream. Let's move to the next one and let's have the rapid fire round now. We are done with the day. I'll give you now 10 questions and you guys need not to give the explanation for those. Just throw your comments as soon as possible and let's see how many of you can answer that. Okay, be quick with the rapid fire, guys. I'll wait for at least 5 users to give the answer, then we'll move to the next. I'll give a brief explanation for that. Let's move to the rapid fire zone and let's see how many of you can answer. This is the first question, guys. You need to solve for the value of x. Be quick with this. I'll wait for at least 5 users and then we'll move to the next. Solve for the value of x. Rao 63 pi. I am hoping you are answering for the previous question. We are at the rapid fire zone right now. Be quick, guys. Refresh your stream. Guys, what happened? Why it's taking so much of time? Give your answer in terms of, you had given your answer in terms of decimals. I was expecting in terms of fraction for this one, but no worries. Okay, Blink has given his answer. Let's see if it is correct or not. But I'm waiting for a few more participants to give the answer for this one. Okay, we have Sulav Hariom. 116.6. Blink says 116.6. 440 by 3 is incorrect. 350 by 3 is the right answer, exact answer. Ilma Victory has given the correct answer. 440 by 3 is incorrect, guys. What happened? Black Avenger. Zainu says 350 by 3 is the right answer, guys. For that, you just need to add all of the angles and equate it to 720 degrees, because this is in a hexagon, right? So you'll be getting, if you are going to equate it, you'll be having 3x here, right? And this is right angle 90. Your answer is going to be 3x is equal to 350, and you'll be getting x as 350 by 3, which is nothing but 116.66666. It will get repeated again and again, so you can give your answer in terms of decimal up to 2 decimal. You will be writing it as 67. That's how we write. Okay, yes, you are right. Let's have the next one, guys. Let's move to the next one. Let's see how many of you can answer that. Let's have this. Be quick with this one, guys. We need to solve for the value of x. Easy, we are done with the day. We are having rapid fire right now. Match guy, you are late. For rapid fire, I can't give difficult questions. Be quick with this one, guys. Blink says 124, okay. Black says 118. Hariom says 112. Everyone is giving different answers. Quite strange. 3 users, 3 different answers. General says 118, okay. Deeper single 62. Guys, we are solving for x. X is this angle, this exterior angle. Aniket Sahu 118. Okay, we have at least 5 users. Now see who is correct. If this is 124, this is going to be 56, right? If this angle is 56, this would also be 56, because they are alternate angles, alternate interior angles. Now for this triangle, these two sides are equal, so these base angles are also going to be equal. So I can solve for these base angles. This would be 62 each. Now you can do anything here, like either you can use the linear pair property here, and using that you will be getting the value of x as 118, or you can use the alternate angle property here, that this angle is also equal to this, right? So that's completely on to you. There are different approaches. However, the correct answer is 118. 112 is incorrect. I hope it is clear. 62 is incorrect, guys. 124 is also incorrect. Ricky, you are right. Victory, Ilma, Shubham. She Chaitanya 115.5 is incorrect. Match guy 118 is correct. Let's have the next one, guys. Just give me a minute. Let me just select a good one. Let's have this. We need to solve for the value of x. Again, Rao, you are right. 118 is correct. We need to solve for the value of x. Let me just adjust the screen for you guys. Okay. Blink says 85. 148, Shubham, Black Avenger, Gynosis, Hariom, Ilma. Okay. I can see 5 users have already given the answers. Let's see if 148 is correct. Why screen is not visible? Screen is visible, guys. 148. Okay. Let's see. Look, this is written as 3, right? The base is 3. I need to make the base same. So I'll write 81 as 3 raised to power 4, but along with this I'll having this power as 3. So this entire thing will become 3 raised to power 12, right? So this is 3 raised to power 12, but I am having this also, so we can equate the powers. So I'll be getting root x minus 4 is equal to 12. On squaring both sides, I'll be getting x minus 4 as 144, and so on solving this, I'll be getting x as 140. 148 is the right answer. Match guy, Animesh, you are right. 148 is the correct answer. Let's have the next one, guys. Let's see how many of you can do this. Let's have this. We need to solve for the shaded area reason. The area of the square is already given to you. 28 is incorrect, guys. Area of the square is given to you as 400, and you need to calculate the shaded region area. I need the answer in terms of pi. Don't give your answer in decimals. Let's see who's going to give the answer first. Blink says 75 pi. Okay. Black Avenger 75 pi. Shubham 75 pi. Zynos is 75 pi. Okay. Everyone is giving the same answer, 75 pi. All right. Okay, let's see. Victory B, your screen is lagging, but for everyone it is visible. Maybe there is some glitch in your network. See, the area is 400, so the side is going to be 20. Side is going to be 20. So if side is 20, the radius for this semicircle is going to be 10, right? So the area is going to be pi r square by 2, which is going to be pi 10 square by 2. So this would going to be 50 pi. So this area is 50 pi. And similarly for this also, the radius is going to be 10 and the area is going to be pi r square by 4. So this would be 25 pi, right? Add both of these, you will be getting 50 pi plus 25 pi. Your answer is going to be 75 pi. Okay, 75 pi is the right answer. 100 pi is incorrect. You need not to calculate this one. I am asking for the shaded region area. Okay, Migul, you are right. Match guy, you are right. Shri Chaitanya, you are right. Deepa Singh, you are right. Let's have the next one, guys. Let's move to the next. Just be quick with this one. We need to solve for the value of A. Let's see who is going to give the answer first for this one. Solve for the value of A. Black Avenger, Shubham, Blink at third. Anyone else? $104. Okay. Ricky says 71. 71. Okay, we have 5 users who says 71. Let's see. Mohan says 71. See if this is A. This is the angle at subtended by the circumference at the circumference, right? Angle subtended by an arc at the circumference. So this would be angle subtended by the same arc at the center. So this would be double of it, 2A. And we know the angle at the center and the angle formed by the intersection of the tangents, these angles are always supplementary. There is a theorem, right? So I can write 2A plus 38 is equal to 180, and on solving this I'll be getting the value of A as 71. 71 is the right answer, guys. Rao, you are right. Hariom, you are right. Shri Chaitanya, you are right. Victory B, you are correct. Let's move to the next one, guys. Let's see how many of you can do this. Be quick with this one, and I'll be giving one more. Let's have this. We need to solve for the shaded area. Yes, you are not live for sure. Afsik, you are not live. You are solving for the previous question maybe. 56 by 2, I don't know. I don't remember the question even. We need to solve for the shaded area, guys. You need to give your answer in terms of pi. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Pi 15 square by 2, that would be 225 by 2 pi. Okay. Anyone else? 112.5. Okay. Hariom. Guys, 2 users has given the answers. I'll explain whether it is correct or not. Siddharth says 112. 112 is incorrect, Siddharth. Okay, you made a typo error. 112.5. Alright, let's see. See, these are the tangents. We can see these are the point of tangency, right? So here RS is 17. So this is also going to be 17 because the tangents drawn on the same circle are of equal length if it is drawn from the same external point, right? Sri Chaitanya, you're right. This would also be 17. But it is given that PR is 36. So if PR is 36, this would be 19, right? And now if this PQ is 19, this would also be 19. And we are given that VP, this entire length is 34. This entire is 34. So the remaining one is going to be 15, right? So we have this. Now see, if this is 15, this would also be 15. And now if I'm going to join the centers with this with point of tendency, I know the radius, these are the radius are perpendicular to the tangents at a point of contact. So what I am getting here, this is nothing but a square, right? So if this is 15, this would also be 15. So this is also 15, which is nothing but the radius of the semicircle. Ultimately, we got the radius of the semicircle, and if we got the radius, the area is going to be pi r square by 2, which is pi 15 square by 2. So my correct answer is going to be 225 by 2 pi, or I can write it as 112.5 pi. So that's the right answer. I hope it is clear. Shri Chaitanya, you are right. Plink is correct. Hariom is right. And Black Avenger is correct. 4 users has given the answer for this one. Let's move to the next one. Let's have, wait a sec. Wait. Let's have this. Let's see how many of you can solve this. We need to calculate the area of the green square. And this would be the last question for today's session. Black Avenger says 64. Shubham says 64. Shri Chaitanya 64. Blink 64. Ricky says 16. Rao says 32. Okay. Let's see. Look, the radius is 4 root 2. So the diameter is going to be 8 root 2. Now if I'm going to draw the diagonal is also nothing but the diameter only, right? So diameter is 8 root 2. So that means the diagonal is 8 root 2, correct? So we have the diagonal, and we know the formula for the diagonal is 2 root side. Diagonal of the square is 2 root side, and it is 8 root 2. Root 2 will get cancelled. We get the square side already, right? Side is 8. So if side is square, the area is going to be side square, which is going to be 8 square. 8 square is going to be 64. 64 is the correct answer, guys. Real Buster, you are right. Rao, you are correct. Ricky, you are right. Abhishek, You're right. Hariom, Ilma. Yes, every one of you are correct now. All right, guys, let's call it a day. I hope you enjoyed the session, and I'll see you tomorrow at the same timings at nearly at 6:30 p.m. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a good night. Bye, everyone. Welcome, Bling. Bye bye. Bye, Siddharth. Thanks, Shubham. Bye, Black Avenger. Bye, everyone. Good night. Bye, Shri Chaitanya. Bye, Deepa. Victory, there must be a like network issues from your side, because today we don't have any kind of glitch from my side. So it's definitely from your side only. However, the session is ended. You can check it later. It's going to get uploaded soon. All right. Okay then. Bye everyone. Good night. Have a good night.